Hello everyone, welcome back if you've been here before. This is Tehom's Tarot, where we regularly do readings for a very specific collective, okay? So let me go ahead and light this candle for you guys and clear out the space, okay? So we're calling on our ancestors, the ancestors that want the absolute best for us, our angels, our guides, and of course our highest self, okay? All right, let's see. We're gonna start by pulling from our spirit animal oracle. Let's see what comes out for you guys, okay? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're drinking your water. All right. Incense can be important, or like just cleansing your space at this time. As I was doing that and I was, allowing the smoke to get around, I noticed this card on my voodoo deck. And there's like, you can't see it too clearly because it's a bit dark right now, but there's like smoke around this Ace of Pentacle. So maybe cleansing the energy at this time is significant. Okay, we're going to start by pulling out a card from this deck here. Let's see what the energy is like, okay? If you've landed here, I do think it's for a reason, so stick around, okay? Let's see. We got the panda. Yeah, this is the energy I was getting. Panda. Create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. Okay. So create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. We're going to go ahead and pull from our Earth Warriors Oracle, okay? Two cards came out, and I'll pick them both up, okay? First card that came out is Nourishment of the Soul. This is number 32, Pachacuarmac. Okay, this speaks on health, on maintaining your health, your well-being. And then we have number 25, Aloha Ke Akua, Blessings of the Supreme Being. So I'm going to read those out to you from our Earth Warriors little booklet so you can better understand the energy, okay? We're going to do Nourishment of the Soul first, number 32. Number 32, Nourishment of the Soul. So you are granted the gifts of fertility, creativity, and earthly abundance to support all needs for nourishing body, mind, and soul, and to live your life fully and be capable of manifesting your divine purpose. Give yourself permission to be nourished. This includes your body and also providing your heart, your mind, your soul with what they are hungry for, meaning sweetness, divine love, and permission to be authentic. When you feed yourself that which truly nourishes you wisely and generously, you shall become one who can also feed the world that of which it truly hungers, okay? So that is Pachacuarmac, Nourishment of the Soul, number 32. And then you have number 25, Aloha Ke Akua. Let's see. 25. Here we are. Blessings of the Supreme Being. Aloha Ke Akua. The divine is love. The Supreme Being from which all life emanates manifests a blessing for you. The realm of the heart is love's temple. When you enter the heart, you gain access to the Great One and to the mana, the power, authority, grace, and magnetism to manifest your divine destiny. Trust in what is meant for you. Surrender doubt and disconnection in favor of love and respect for the Great One. And you shall live your true destiny with joy in your heart. Love can and will conquer all. Okay, so those are the cards, those are the energies, and now we're going to start with the tarot, okay? And I want to go ahead and start with our voodoo deck, because that's what I was drawn to with this Ace of Pentacles. So let's see. Please help me get the clearest messages for this collective. You're being asked to create a sacred space, or to make sure you feel comfortable in the space that you're in, as to be able to give yourself what you need. There's an air of peace here. First card out is gonna be our general energy. We got the two of sword here. In this card, they're exchanging this healing root. It's the mandrake that they're exchanging. These two individuals. So it seems like healing is taking place here. We got the Three of Sword out here. And in this deck, this is actually the card that made me get this deck in the first place. It just seems like from the imagery, what I got from it is like the ancestors are watching. What I like specifically what I get from this card is like the ancestors are watching the death that may try to come your way. It's like a very watchful energy. There's like this individual, right? It's kind of dark, so okay. So there's individuals sitting back there like smoking, and just like watching like these coffins here. And I don't know, it just gives off a very protective energy. So it feels like your peace is being protected. Your peace is being protected, heavily protected. Your healing is being protected. These are two sword cards. Next card out is the Empress. The Empress. Yeah, your ability to be fertile, to be fruitful, is being protected. Aloha Keakua spoke of wait, no, I think that was Pachacuarmac spoke on fertility and creativity at this time, being able to come through because of your ability to nourish yourself, your soul, mind, and body. And the Empress emulates that. She's able to create by nourishing herself, by placing herself in a position where she's in a calm space. Okay, so create a sacred space for yourself in your home. Yeah, make sure that wherever you are, you're comfortable enough to manifest the level of abundance that is here for you, the level of healing that is here for you. With that Two of Swords, they're exchanging, like I said, a healing root. The two individuals in the card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacle, Oya. Oya destroys to create. I love Oya. I love this card. Because it's like, it's just like lightning. Like Oya is lightning. Destruction, but a purposeful destruction. Purposeful removal of what's not necessary. And in this case, it seems like it's lack of peace or any type of instability. The next deck I'll be pulling from is the Native American Tarot deck, okay? Native American Tarot deck. Let's see what comes out for you. Whew. Let's see. We have the Maiden of Vessel. The Maiden of Vessel. It seems like you have been diligent in your work, in your healing work. You've been consistent. You've been putting in the work. That's what I'm getting from that Maiden of Vessel. Then we have the Craftsman. Yeah. Here you are putting in the work. The Craftsman. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting. This is very sacred work to you. Ancestral work. Then we have the shaman out here. Very powerful cards. The shaman. Uh, you may be an influencer, or you just may be like somebody that influences people. That doesn't necessarily mean that like, you know, you're on social media or anything like that. It could mean that, like, you know, in your immediate circle, or, you know, in your neighborhood, in your community, you're someone that evokes healing. You're someone that people can come to for assistance. The youth may feel like pulled to you, called to you. There's two little kids in this card, and they're, you know, they're surrounding the shaman, and you know, kids might just, like, you know, be attracted to your energy. It fell right under the Empress. Next card out is the Five of Sticks, the stick ball. A card of conflict. I want to further elaborate on that, because that kind of came out of nowhere. Matriarch of Pipes. This is what I was getting from that Three of Swords card. Like, any death that is being directed towards you, any negative energy or malice that's being directed towards you at this time, there's a very watchful eye on this with the Matriarch of Pipes. The Matriarch of Pipes, to me, gives off like a very protective energy, also ancestral energy. So it gives me the same vibe here. People may want to be in conflict with you or confuse you, but it seems like you're being protected from that. Spiritual protection. A warrior blade. The warrior blade is like on a horse, right? And he's like doing all these tricks, and the horse is going fast as hell. So like you're being asked to do what you're good at, something that you're very, very good at. It fell right in between the craftsman and the shaman. It seems like the work that you do very well. I always mention this when this card comes out, but like, you know, it would take skill to do something like this. To do like a trick on a horse that's going extremely fast. I don't know like what those people are, but I know that there's people that like perform, you know, and do tricks on horses that are going extremely fast. You know, that requires skill. So whatever you do well. That's being emphasized again. You're being asked to perform. To keep moving. We got the sand painter out here. The sand painter. I learned a bit more about the sand painter because I was just like, it came out in a personal read that I did, and the sand painter, you know, back in the day, the way that, like, you know, people made art is very different from how it's made now. You know, a lot of the times they used sand, right? And they used sand because the point was to create the piece of art. It was intentional piece, like an intentional piece of art. You know, it could be like for protection, to do an exorcism, to, like, you know, there was different reasons to like make the art. It was, you know, and it typically was like a deep reason, like as to why like an individual would make art. And then they would let the wind like take the image like away. And they did it like this because they didn't want anyone to have to find the art and use it for malice. Okay? So it seems like you're even being guided at this time to protect yourself, to protect your craft, whatever it is that you do. You seem to do whatever it is that you do with intentionality. With the shaman out here, it's a very powerful energy. And maybe this is like, to others it seems non-traditional, but to you, it's like home. It's like you doing what your people did back in the day to make sure that they were safe, that they were protected. But others may see it as weird or odd. You know, if you make art out of sand and let the wind take it away, you can't really profit off of it, you know? And that's usually these days why people do most of the things that they do, you know? Because we're usually all trying to survive instead of focusing our energy on, you know what I'm saying, on our highest form. At the bottom of the deck, we have the World card, completion of a cycle. This is a very interesting card. Like, there's like, okay, so there's a turtle, right? And the turtle is standing on like a body of water. And then on top of the turtle is a human. And like on the turtle's shell is like a tree growing out of the turtle's shell. Like, it's so fruitful. Like, it seems like you're above the clouds. Like, with your practices, whatever it is that you do, it seems like it's very otherworldly. The World card. Otherworldly. It's like you go back in time. Okay, next we're gonna pull from our Tarot Nefertari. Ooh, sorry. Our Tarot Nefertari. Tarot Nefertari. Look at my shell. Isn't it pretty? I like my shell. I can listen to the ocean. Anyway, Tarot Nefertari. Let's see. Let's see what we get from our Tarot Nefertari. First card out, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. It fell right under the Five of Wands, the stick ball, like the card of conflict, coming from outside of you, of course. But right under came the Ten of Cups. This is your energy. You're in a very abundant energy. You're able to create at this time. You're able to flow. It seems like you have yourself placed in a position where you can flow, that you can move, that you can pour into your craft, your spirituality. We got the Four of Swords, where you can rest, close your eyes. Where you can see, where you could trust was coming without yet being there. This energy is so yeah, the Ace of Wand came out next. This energy is so peaceful. Like, there's a lot going on and it's strong energy, but it's so tempered. It's like nothing can get through. Nothing negative can get through. Then we have the Devil out here. Nothing negative can get through at this time. And even though that Devil came out, I still don't think that like Devil energy can really influence the energy you're in right now, what you're emulating, the level of serenity and that you're emulating at this time, the level of health, spiritual health in your practices. It seems like some people are not too happy about that. We got the Four of Cups. About the fact that you don't seem to need to break your back at this time or struggle. Huh. There seems to be structures that have been in place here for a long time that don't seem to understand your flow, your health. We got the Hermit here. Yeah. You go into hermit mode. You get what you need. You get the healing that you need. You get the answers that you need. That it fell right under the Ten of Cups. It's how you're able to get wish fulfillment. Many don't understand that concept. Or even their part to play in devil energy, it seems like. In this devil card here, look at this. There's like these two individuals, and they're kind of like holding the pillar that holds the devil up. It seems like some people may be a bit confused about how they even partake in devil energy. How they partake in the systems that end up breaking their back. But this is you. This is you. And you seem to confuse people a bit. Ill intention, I told you, is being watched closely by your ancestors at this time. It's why it can't really get to you. Along with your energy being so potent, it seems like, you know, it's impenetrable. Next card out is the Three of Pentacle. Here in this Three of Pentacle card, there's the individual at the front who's holding the Three Pentacles, and then there's two individuals in the back, and they're holding like they're holding something else, but it's not pentacles. So it seems like you are able to acquire something that others can't. And they're kind of blind to how you do this, because this fell right in the center of the Ten of Cups and the Four of Sword. And the Four of Sword can also be read as like, you know, one being confused or stuck. The way I read it for your energy, it felt like, you know, like you are at peace. But if clarifying it now, with this Three of Pentacles coming out, it seems like individuals may be confused. By your ability to gain. We got the Hierophant by this position that you have of influence. By your magnetism. You know, with that Shaman card, I told you children are naturally attracted to you, it seems like. You may find that children may like stare at you or come up to you, but it seems it's because you hold this position. You have this energy that emulates from you. You hold a position of authority that people can't even understand. We got the King of Wands out here. The King of Wands fell right in between the Ace of Wands and the Devil. Yeah, I keep getting this. It's like people can't understand how you've mastered continuing to move forward in a pure energy, or how you're not tempted by lesser energies. You wield your wand well. We got the Nine of Pentacle out here. Nine of Pentacle. Very fruitful energy. And you stay here. You're able to acquire Pentacle. These pentacles in this deck have unks on them. I've said it before in my readings. And that's why I really like the pentacle cards on here. They have like unks inside of the pentacle. So they don't understand how you're able to flow in this life so well. seeing as so many people have to succumb to lesser energies. They don't understand your connection with the sun. Look at this card. There's like beams like shining on the individual. It's coming from that pentacle. And that's what I get. Like, that's what I got. Like, they don't understand your connection to the sun. True value. They don't understand true value. Your love for things that have true value. You can't fathom. Your commitment to true value. Next card out, we have the Queen of Wands. So we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. And because you're able to understand true value and your commitment to the things that you know are valuable in this world, you seem to be able to attract a counterpart that also understands true value. And if not a counterpart, simply people that are compatible with the energy you exude. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. You work hard. I told you that in the beginning with that Maiden of Cup and the Craftsman. You seem to be diligent in your work, in your healing work, in your healing practices, in your position as the Empress. Huh. Very beautiful energy. Okay, last deck we're going to be pulling from is our Sun and Moon Tarot. I love me the Sun and Moon Tarot. Let's see. Let's see what comes out for you, my beautiful collective. So, family, final message. Final messages for this collective, please. First card out is the Sun. The Sun. There's sunflowers in this card along with, like, you know, a huge sun. The Sun. And there's two individuals and they're holding hands and they seem very happy. Okay, so you're able to bask in the sun. You have a good relationship with the sun. You have a good relationship with the elements, a good relationship with nature, with the things that you know are important. So you're able to form relationships with people who also value the same things. The Sun. You're able to be happy. We got the Five of Pentacles. And at the top of the card it says worry. And it seems like in this deck, like these individuals are outside of a church. So again, people can't seem to understand how to be in this warm, happy, fulfilling energy. Your energy may make them worry, may make them feel restless, feel secluded. We got the Seven of Pentacles, failure. Failure. In this card, there's an individual and they're drawing circles on the sand, like over and over again. So it seems like people don't seem to understand that that repeating cycles or doing the same thing over and over again is never going to get you to a happy place. It's never going to give you wish fulfillment. is never gonna make you feel better, seeing as, you know, if you repeat the same things over and over again, obviously, like, isn't there like a saying like that, like, that's something like insanity, you know, to do something over and over again expecting a different result. Yeah. The Ace of Wand is out here again from a different card. The Ace of Wand. And it's interesting because, you know, that failure card, that seven of Pentacles, like that woman drawing like circles over and over again in the sand, fell right under the Hierophant. I've told you, you're someone of influence. You're someone people can go to for assistance. Even like people watching you in your energy can be like you know, an easy lesson, or you know, that they can take on. With the Shaman card, you seem like someone who shaman the shaman falling right under the Empress. You know, you have position here, you have happiness and people see it with the Sun card, right? So people can learn from you. You know, the Hierophant is a teacher at the end of the day, but it seems like you know, people still choose to go through their cycles of failure, of worry, repetitive cycles. And then here you are with this Ace of Wand, this fire that doesn't burn out, that doesn't ever burn out. We got the Six of Swords, and you have this down to a science. The word in this card is science. You have this down to a science. Your energy, what makes you happy, how to regenerate yourself, you have this like down to a science. And you don't have to sit down personally with any individual to, like, you know, walk them through life. Like, you purely being yourself is enough of an example that people can take on. The words that you speak immediately, the things that come out of your mouth, the things that you create, the energy you exude. Next card out here is the Ten of Wands, oppression. But some people may still choose to carry the heavy load. Or even wish a heavy load on you. You're being called to stay in your sacred space, to continue to nourish your soul, to bask in the light, in the sun. Last card is strength. Last card of the reading is strength. Continue to be strong, to stand tall in your energy. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, there was a lot of energy of like defeat here. Like people feel defeated by your piece. I'm gonna keep going with the same deck. I want to do one more row. Next card out is Dominion. Dominion. Fell right under the sun. It's like you have your own territory. Your own territory. We have the Nine of Wands out here. It says strength at the top of the card. Strength. You're able to take up space because of the strength you've proven you have. Your willingness to stay in your energy of peace. We got the Seven of Cups here. Debauch. Seven of Cups. I wanna go ahead and look that up. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oof. Let's see. Debauch fell right under worry and failure, right? So I wanna look into the word debauch. Let's see. So yeah, I hope you're all doing okay. Little update. For those of you who've been around, right? Completely finished clearing out my room, which feels so great. Like now I feel like I could just do everything, cause like I don't like when my space is cluttered at all. Like it always feels like when my space is cluttered, like I have to completely like address that immediately before I move forward with like anything. It's like it's bad. It's pretty OCD, but like it's good. Like I feel so much better. I have all my little compartments. So yeah. Debauch. Yeah. Let's see. So, it says here, debauch means to corrupt morally, to seduce, or to reduce the value of quality or excellence. Interesting. So these individuals, I told you it fell right under the worry and the failure card. So it seems like these individuals, instead of wanting to take your word or your energy as an example, or allow themselves to be taught by you, they prefer to corrupt you morally, or try to reduce the value or quality of your work, of who you are, of your spirit. That's messed up. But that's definitely what that's literally where it fell. Like people who don't have the courage to step into the energy or the courage to change, that's what they prefer to go ahead and do. To tarnish your reputation or tarnish your image, but your energy's so strong here. You came out so strong and so firm, so knowing. The Shaman, the Empress, the Hierophant. These are like all positions of like the Hermit. Positions of influence. Futility. Futility. People feel defeated by the fact that they can't defeat the energy. Yeah. They feel defeated by you. By their inability to defeat you. Like visibly upset. Like you might see people like visibly upset at like in moments that you're like happy or you're affirming yourself, or like, you know, you're just stepping into like, you know, just this fruitful, abundant energy that, like, you know, comes with, you know, the level of peace and love that you exude. Yeah, you may visibly see people like unhappy. That's insane, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. And that energy is strong throughout this reading. But then we have the Queen of Cups, and her cup is overflowing. Her cup is overflowing. Her cup is like creating like the ocean. It's like your cup never runs dry. And that fell right under the Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands that came out, it was like a wand with like fire on it, you know? And I told you when I pulled out that card, it's like your fire never burns out. And like your cup also never runs out. With this Queen of Cups. Her cup is literally just like fucking creating this body of water. Like, you know. Here, let me show y'all. Look at that. That's so beautiful. So that's you, sweetheart. That's you. Whether man or woman, it doesn't matter. Like, you're overflowing. You're the fire that doesn't burn out. And this is judgment. This is judgment. You being steady in this energy is judgment. Next card out is the Two of Cups. It says love up on top. I told you there can be partnership here, true love. Two of Cups. And it's protected. They're on a lotus. Last card for you. Family, give me the last card. Thank you. You have the Prince of Cups. And it seems like it's not just a romantic partnership here. You're going to get many offers because of the energy that you're able to stand in. That energy you have that never gives out. You have a lot of offers coming your way. You have a lot of blessings coming your way. Prince of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. There might definitely be divine counterparts here. We have the Empress out here and the Emperor. So yeah, like I said, like you sit on your throne. The Emperor is here sitting on a throne. Sitting on a throne. The light shining, the sun shining, beaming on him. You are on your throne. And it doesn't seem like you can be taken off of it. All right. So I hope you guys liked this reading. Okay. If you did, like, comment, share, subscribe, please and thank you. I hope you return if you did like the reading. If you've been here before, I hope you liked it. Last thing we're gonna go ahead and do for you is roll a dice, and we're gonna see what number may be significant for you at this time. We got the number 2. 222 may be significant. Balance. 222 keeps coming out. I don't know. You could be saying that a lot. Also, numbers like 123 or 234 or 345, like anything like that. I've been seeing that a lot for some reason. So maybe like you guys can be seeing that too. But yeah, that is all for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end if you did. Yeah, like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any questions for me, email is down below. Cash App is down below if you want to donate. And yeah, that's all. Thank you so much. Bye.